In last week video, what I found, there is certain doubts, especially one of the cadet has interacted me through WhatsApp and he raised me about 10 questions regarding solute and solvent definition and types of solution, that is true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. So this is my duty to clarify that one. Just remember, we can define the solute in two ways. The number one is which dissolves into solvent, that is solute. What is that one? Which dissolves into solvent, that is solute. This definition is correct when solid dissolved in liquid, means solid in liquid solution, or in case of other types other than liquid solution. Means this definition is, here you can write, it is not valid. It is not valid for liquid solution. Liquid solution. Remember, so this is only valid for solid in liquid solution or in case of other types. But this is not at all valid for liquid solution. When solute and solvent both are liquid, then this definition is not valid. What is the another definition of solute? Which is present in less quantity. So this is valid for liquid solution. Means when both solute and solvent both are liquid, then this definition is correct. Which is present in less quantity. Even though in my previous video clearly I told, but again I am telling you, suppose you have added milk to water or water to milk, then how you will decide which is solute and which is solvent? So which is present in less quantity, that is solute. So this definition is valid in case of liquid and liquid solution. Means when both liquid, means both solute and solvent both are liquid. Now what about solvent? Solvent, we can define this one also in two ways, which dissolves solute into itself. So this definition is correct in case of solid in liquid solution or in case of other types. Again, this is not valid. It is not valid for liquid solution. So this definition is not at all valid for liquid and liquid solution. Means when both solute and solvents are liquid. Then which definition is valid for liquid solution? Which is present in more quantity, that is solvent. Which is, suppose you have added milk to water or water to milk. So if water is less, so water will be solute and milk will be solvent. If milk is more, so milk will become solvent and water will become solute, and vice versa. Now suppose water is more, so water is solvent and milk is solute. So clearly it is written liquid in liquid solution. This definition is valid for liquid in liquid solution. Now problem arises when both are liquid, then determining which one is solute and which one is solvent, it is difficult. But suppose solid dissolves in liquid, so solid is dissolving into liquid, so solid will become the solute and liquid will become the solvent. There is no confusion at all in that case. Only confusion arises when both are liquid only, means solute and solvent both are liquid. So I am hoping that you have got it now. There is one more doubt, I will clarify that one also. That is the types of solution on the basis of particle size. Dear cadets, second doubt arises in case of this one, types of solution on the basis of particle size. So remember, just try to understand. True solution or solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Remember here, in case, suppose I am using word solution, it means I am talking of true solution only. Always remember, solution means it should be homogeneous. While here colloidal solution and suspension, they are heterogeneous. So actually they are also solution, but they are not true solution. Are you getting my point or not? Try to understand this classification of solution is on the basis of particle size. Here what is their solute particle size is on the basis of, here you can write solute particle size. Solute particle size. In case of true solution, the size of solute particle is less than 1 nanometer. Here between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer, and here more than 100 nanometer in case of suspension. So try to understand here. For the classification, we are writing three types of solution. That is true solution, colloidal solution, and suspension. But remember, solution means true solution. Means the whatever definition of solution in the beginning of chapter only you have written. What is the solution? Solution is the homogeneous mixture of two or more components which are chemically not reacting with each other and whose chemical composition can be varied up to certain limit. So that is the definition of true solution. Means solution is only true solution, and colloidal solution and suspension, they are not the true solution, but they are solution. They are types of solution, but they are not true solution. So the which definition you have written earlier, that is true solution. And whenever word solution comes, it means we are talking of true solution, like salt solution and sugar solution. So when salt dissolved in water or sugar dissolved in water, what is there? They form the homogeneous mixture. They do not form heterogeneous mixture. So that is true solution. Always remember this. And when I will teach you colloidal solution and suspension, then more clarity would be there. But right now, always remember, if solution word is there, it means we are talking of true solution. Thank you. Dear cadets, now this is the time to solve the numericals which are based on the concentration of solution. So yesterday only I told you the concentration of solution can be expressed in terms of mass by mass percentage method, or volume by volume percentage method, or mass by volume percentage method also. Correct or not? So their formula already I told. Now the first numerical is, which is given in the NCERT book also. A solution contains 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. So if you read this question, so very clearly solute and solvent can be identified. 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. So just see, this is the type of solid in liquid solution. What is this one? Solid in liquid solution. One thing. Second one thing, common salt is 40 gram only, and now water is 320 gram. So naturally water will be the solvent and the common salt will be the solute. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage solution. So just try to understand. First segregate mass of solute, that is equal to 40 gram. Next one is mass of solvent equal to 320 gram. Okay, calculate the concentration. So what is the definition of concentration of solution? Concentration of solution equal to concentration of solution equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution. Mass of solute in grams. Here mass of solution also in gram. Into what is there? 100. So just try to understand. Here mass of solution equal to what is there? Mass of solution equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So the same thing can be written like that also. Concentration of solution equal to, just see, mass of solution mass of solute in gram divided by mass of solute plus mass of solvent into what is there 100. So put the value here. Put the value. Mass of solute is 40 divided by what is there? Mass of solute 40 plus mass of solvent, that is 320 into 100. This can be written 40 by 360 into 100. So now this zero is cancelled out. So now this can be written 4 by, directly you can write 40 by 36. So this will be near about, so this is 400 by 36. Now this will be equal to 11.1%. So 11.1% is the concentration of solution in terms of mass by mass. Why mass by mass? Because solute is also in gram, that is gram is the unit of mass, and solvent is also in terms of gram. So in both cases, solute and solvent, both cases what is given? Mass is given. That is why this is mass in mass percentage method. So dear cadet, now second numericals. Now just a solution contains 25 milliliter of alcohol mixed with 75 milliliter of water. Calculate the concentration of this solution. Just see. First read the question. See, alcohol, that is also liquid. Water is also liquid. But just see, water amount is 75 milliliter. So it is more now. So now more is, both are the example of liquid in liquid solution. So very easily you can determine which is less in quantity, that is solute, which is more in quantity, that is solvent. So now here what you will write? Volume of solute, because this is the question of volume percentage method, volume by volume percentage method. So volume of solute equal to 25 milliliter, and volume of solvent equal to 75 milliliter. So you have already segregated. Now concentration of solution, volume by volume method. So this is equal to volume of solute in milliliter divided by volume of solution. This is also in milliliter into what is there? 100 into 100. A volume of solution equal to volume of solution equal to volume of solute plus volume of solvent. So concentration of solution equal to volume of solute in milliliter divided by volume of solute plus volume of solution. volume of solvent. So into 100. So now you can put here, this is equal to volume of solute equal to 25. Volume of solution is volume of solute. So 25 plus 75. So into 100. So that is equal to 25 divided by 100 into 100. So this can be equal to 2500 divided by 100. So 100 cancel out, that is 25%. Now dear cadets, third question. Calculate the concentration of solution if 2 milliliter of acetone is present in 45 milliliter of its aqueous solution. So just see, in this time directly the volume of solution they have given. Volume of solvent they have not given. Volume of solution directly they have given. So you can first segregate here. Segregate mass of solute. So which is mass of solute? That is acetone. That is 2 milliliter. Now mass of solution. Solvent they have not given. Directly they have given the solution. Mass of solution. So the mass of solution equal to 45 milliliter. So both are in milliliter. Means this is the example of volume by volume percentage method. So the concentration of solution equal to concentration of solution. That is volume by volume percentage method. So that is equal to volume of solute in milliliter divided by volume of solution in milliliter into 100. So just try to understand. Volume of solute, that is 2 milliliter. Now volume of solution, that is 45 milliliter into 100. So that is equal to, you can write here 200 milliliter divided by 45 milliliter. That is equal to, solve this one. That is equal to 4.4%. Dear cadets, always remember, if mass of solution is given directly, so there is no need to now write here volume of solute plus volume of solvent. Since here directly they have given the volume of solution. If volume of solution they have not given, instead they have given the volume of solvent, then the sum of volume of solute plus solvent equal to volume of solution. In this question directly they have given the volume of solution. That is why here segregation is not required. Remember always, such type of question will be asked in the exam. So just first read the question carefully. How many things they have given? Whether they have given the volume of solute or not, whether they have given the volume of solvent or not, whether they have given the volume of solution or not. Accordingly, you utilize the formula which I have given you earlier. Dear cadet, now little bit different type of questions. Just see, what is the formula of concentration? Concentration of solution equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution or volume of solution. So try to understand how many things are included here. 3 expressions are there. Number 1 is the concentration of solution, then mass of solute or volume of solute, or mass of solution or mass of solution. So try to understand, if any 2 things are given, third one can be calculated. So in earlier case what was given? Either mass of solute is given, or mass of solution is given, or mass of solvent is given. So we have calculated the percentage. Suppose percentage is given, then how you will calculate the mass of solute? So just see in this question, how would you prepare 500 gram of aqueous solution? So just see, mass of solution they have given containing 15% by mass of sucrose. So this time they have given the percentage of sucrose, percentage they have given, but mass of solute they have not given. So first you segregate here mass of solute. Mass of solute they have not given. Okay. Now concentration of solution. Now concentration of solution, this is mass by mass percentage that they have given. What is that one? That is equal to 15%. The sign of percentage is given, it means that is the concentration of solution in mass by mass percentage method. What is the third thing? What they have not given here, that is okay, others are not required. This they have given, and now here they have given mass of solution. Mass of solution equal to 500 gram. Okay. So now concentration of solution equal to, just see, already you have segregated these things. So first you segregate, then you will come to know what you have to calculate. Now concentration of solution equal to concentration of solution equal to mass of solute in gram divided by mass of solution into 100. So just try to understand. This time they have given this one 15% equal to mass of solute they have not given. Mass of solute in gram divided by mass of solution they have given 500 gram into what is there 100. So the mass of solute equal to mass of solute in gram equal to 15% into 500 gram divided by 15 into 500 gram divided by, you can write here 100. So just see, solve this one. So the mass of solute in gram equal to this 15% into 500 gram divided by this 100. So just see, in denominator I have written this 100, nothing to do with the percentage sign of 15. So remember this one. Now solve this one, then this will be equal to 7500 gram divided by 100. So 0 cancel out. Now what is this one? 75 gram. So this 75 gram is the mass of solute in gram. And now, so mass of solute you have calculated. So mass of solvent can also be calculated. So the mass of solute equal to 75 gram. And you know the mass of solution equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So the mass of solution equal to mass of solution equal to mass of solute 75 gram plus mass of solvent. So the mass of solvent equal to mass of Mass of solution is given. What is the mass of solution? 500 gram. So the mass of solvent equal to 500 minus 75 gram. So that is equal to 300. So the mass of solvent equal to 425 gram. Means if 425 gram of solvent is taken and 75 gram of solute is dissolved, then only you will get the 500 gram of aqueous solution. So now checklist is also there. Just see. What is the question? In the question they have given the mass of solution. The mass of solution they have given 500 gram. And what is the mass of solute you have calculated? 75 gram. So the mass of solvent plus mass of solute equal to mass of solution. So the mass of solute is here 75 gram. And the mass of solvent is coming here 425 gram. So 425 plus 75 equal to 500 gram. It means our question is, our solution is correct. We have solved correctly. So dear cadets, in this way the variety of numericals which are based on the concentration of solution I have solved. Now I am going to give you two questions, and according to the methods which I have told you, you have to solve. First question is, how would you prepare 250 milliliter of 60% volume of aqueous solution of rubbing alcohol? So just see, the volume of solution is given, percentage is given, amount of solute you have to calculate, means mass of solute. Same in this one also, calculate the amount of glucose required. This question is more direct. To prepare 250 gram of 5% solution of glucose by mass. So here what is there? This is volume by volume percentage method, and this is mass by mass percentage method based question. So please solve. Now next video, means next week onwards, I will teach you colloidal solution, suspension and all these things.